Does a recession make people more or less religious?
Well, on the whole, recessions are quite good for faith in that they cause people to look again at their values and their priorities. A lot of people have realised as a result of this recession that they've been working too hard, pursuing the dollar, if you like, with too much enthusiasm, that there are other important things in life like solidarity and giving and so on. And so on the whole, I'd say, yep, recessions are okay for faith.
What do you think the Pope needs to say to inspire people, to bring a positive message to the situation in Spain that is dire for so many?
Well, one of the important things that the Church has been saying since 2007, when the Pope issued a major document on the economic crisis, is that we have to rediscover the value of trust. We have to remember that economies are for the human being and not the other way round, that the purpose of the economy is human well-being and distribution of wealth and so on. These are all important factors, that at a time of unemployment, it's important to put people first. It's not just about always preserving profits. So there are very many important messages that the Pope is giving. But, perhaps the most important thing of all is the fact that this is happening at all, that 1 million people this week will have gathered in Madrid by Sunday, in August in Madrid, which is usually empty. It is a it's a moment of tremendous solidarity. I've just spoken to a friend of mine in Madrid. He says the streets are full of joyous, happy Catholics getting to know each other, thinking about how they can give their time to others. The moment itself is an extremely important thing for the world and for Spain in particular.
What about the timing of all of this? I mean, the Spanish elections are coming up pretty soon, right? I mean, does the Church play any role here in politics in Spain? How influential is it?
Just before I answer that question, on the whole kind of cost, which is what the protest has been about, the cost of this is, whether it's 50 million or 70 million, as your correspondent said, 70% of the cost of this is being borne by the pilgrims themselves, with money raised from their families and parishes, and the remaining 30% has come from individual donations and companies. The state is not paying at all. Now, of course, there are costs involved in the security, but think about the benefit of 1 million people in Madrid, when Madrid is usually empty in August. There'll be a massive benefit to the Spanish economy. So I think, just again, the fact that the event is happening is going to be helpful to the Spanish economy. The fact that it's happening at the time that it's happening is purely a coincidence. World Youth Days happen every 3 years, and sure, there'll be an election next year. The Church does play a very, very important part in Spanish society. We've had a government in Spain which is very hostile to the Church, but I think what this week is showing is that civil society is very important in Spain, and the major actor in civil society across Spain is the Catholic Church.